Hello YouTube, my name is Josh and I'd like to welcome you to our channel. So Flickstiq is all about game streaming and cloud gaming, and we want to be your destination for news and reviews about those subjects. You'll find everything that you could possibly want to know in our channel. And on top of that, if you're into that subject, if you like streaming, go ahead and visit us on our social media, look for @Flickstiq, and also visit us on our website at flickstiq.com to dig in even more. Now today we're here to talk about Nvidia's new service called GeForce Now. It's a cloud gaming service that lets you stream games from the cloud to a Mac or a PC, and their take on cloud streaming is pretty unique and it's cool. So with other services, when you stream, you're basically streaming the cloud desktop to your computer, and you can go on that cloud desktop and install whatever you want, and that's cool, right? Well, with the GeForce Now service, rather than getting a desktop that you work on, they give you a list of games that you can stream, and you basically just click the game and you're streaming within a few minutes on that game. Now, you can't choose your own games, so it's basically a list of games that Nvidia has chosen themselves, and so you don't have as much control when you think about it that way. But a nice thing is that the games that they do have are games that you'll likely want to play. So it's big games like Destiny 2 and PlayerUnknown's Battleground and stuff like that. So it's stuff that you like. And the other nice thing about their approach is that you don't have to waste your time installing stuff and updating stuff and tweaking settings just to get it all perfect. They do all that for you so that it's just basically clicking, waiting a few minutes for it to load, and then you're in your game. And that's great, cuts right to the chase, so it's very plug and play and friendly. And today in the video, we're basically just going to kind of give a brief overview of the app so you can see what that looks like right now, and then we'll show some gameplay. Now keep in mind that this is a beta. It's actually a closed beta, and it's something that isn't released in any way. So rather than considering this a review, I'd rather consider this to be more of a first impressions video, just kind of showing you guys what it looks like today. But keep in mind that I'm sure it's going to get better. They're probably going to add more games and more options before it releases. So this is just kind of the beginning of the whole thing. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the app. Alright, so when you first open up the GeForce Now app, this is basically what you're going to see. So just like we said, it gives you a list of games that you can play. So you'll see right away that it is listing stuff that's popular, so stuff that we would expect you to like. So you got PlayerUnknown's Battleground, Fortnite, Overwatch, etc. And if we scroll down through the list, you'll see even more. You'll see stuff, and these are all highly ranked titles by gamers like you. So these are things that people are playing right now, new releases, stuff of that nature. And they even have a free-to-play section like this up here. So these are all games that if you don't own anything yet and you want to jump right in and play, you don't have to have ownership of a game to jump in and enjoy these games right now. And it's all good stuff. So big names, we talked about, they got World of Warcraft, they got Rocket League, all the stuff that you like to play anyway. So you'll find it in the app right now. And once you've played a game, you can go over here to the library. It lists the games that you've already unlocked and played. So you can see I tested a few before making the video. And outside of that, they do have a settings menu. So if you go over here, there's not much to it. Shows you the version number. They do have an ultra streaming mode that you can toggle on. What it basically does is it reduces the video quality a little bit, but it enhances the responsiveness of the controller or the keyboard and mouse that you're using. So if you're having trouble, like if it feels like it's kind of laggy, you can toggle that on and see if that helps. But that's really all there is to it. They keep it simple on purpose, like we talked about. This is meant to be as plug and play as possible, and you can see that the focus is really on making it easy, not a lot to mess around with. And that's it. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into some gameplay so you can see what it looks like to stream a few of those titles. All right, so impressive, right? And it should be because, out of all the cloud gaming services that are out there today, Nvidia is probably the biggest name that I can think of. So, we have high expectations for what this service is really going to be like when it comes out, and it's great to see it already at this stage, even in beta. Now, there's a few things to know about the service. So we talked about how, it's a list of games that you choose from, and you can't add your own games. So, that's a plus because it makes it very plug and play, but it's also a minus because you can't choose games that aren't in the list. So that's something to be aware of. Now, they are adding games. If you go to their forums and take a look at the GeForce Now section, they have a list of updates, and they show that they added this game and added this game. So they're still doing that. They're still building that library, and we expect it to get bigger. So here's how the pricing kind of works. In terms of the games themselves, they don't charge you for the games. Let's say that you pick a game like Destiny 2 that costs money. Well, when you click on it, it's going to ask you to sign in with your account for that service, whatever service provides the game. And when you sign in, it unlocks the games, which means that you have to own it already. If you click on a game that you don't own and try to sign in, it's not going to let you play it. So you have to own the games that you want to play. But there are quite a few free titles in there as well. So that if you don't own anything, there's still stuff you can jump in and play today. For the service, for the streaming side of it, they haven't announced their pricing or how the pricing is going to work. So we have no idea if it's going to be a subscription or if it's going to be hourly or what the end result's going to be. We can only guess. When they do release news about what that's going to ultimately be, be sure that you're going to find it in our channel and on our website. That's going to be big news. So you'll find out as soon as we know. And that's basically all there is to it, for it today. As always, subscribe to the video because subscriptions mean that you get updated every time that we release something new, and keep in the know with us that way. Feel free to like the video as well because likes mean that this video gets rated higher so that other people can benefit from it just like you are. And until next time, you guys have a good one.